Welcome back everyone. I did some level grinding off screen, so now most of our team is above level 11, and also picked up some minor moves, did some upgrades earlier, but right now we are well rested and we are ready to go into the forest. And I think most of the Pokemon games have this forest area between your first gym fight and your starting area. And mostly it's there to provide you an extra set of Pokemon to add to your team, and some trainers for you to level up with. And most of these bug catchers are in every game as well, and they're just here to provide a pretty nice and easy trainer set for you to beat and level up, because bug Pokemons are relatively weak, except for a select few ones that are out of the ordinary strong. But for the most part, most of the bug catchers that you meet in the early game are pretty easy, so you can just use them to farm some extra experience to level up just before your first major gym battle. You can see like our Pido is doing really well despite having garbage stats and having an attack that doesn't actually line up with the correct stats that it will be using. And I'll be going through a lot more about the stats and what types of attacks we should be picking when we get to the mid-boss a little bit later on, in probably like 5 to 6 minutes. And I'm just swapping out our Pidove because he's getting a little bit low on health, and I also want to level up our Leo a little bit, even though he wouldn't really be doing that much until much later in the game, I think, just because his typing and attacks don't really match up well against the early game enemies that we'll be fighting. And over here, I think we can pick up some extra items as well. And yeah, this forest is full of tall grasses, so if you are low on experience, then this would be a good place to grind a little bit just to level up your team a little bit before coming up to the mid-boss a little bit. I think I said like 3 little bits in a row. But yeah, you can grind some experience before fighting the mid-boss that's further up in the forest, and scattered across the map of like items that you can pick up, and sometimes items, I think some of the NPCs were talking about it, but sometimes the items don't show up as a Pokeball like they normally would on the ground, but you can, if you press your A key, then you will still be able to pick them up like this. And I think just by this cliff there's another item over here. Yep. And we are good to go into the mid boss. Oh, I'm supposed to be reading this. Hello, have you seen any Pokemon called Shroomish around here? Yeah, I just fought one earlier. I really love that Pokemon. Yeah, everybody does. Especially if it has the hidden ability. I was going to ambush you, but you had to dawdle in Petalburg Woods forever, didn't you? I got sick of waiting, so here I am. And this is the mid boss. This is a Team Aqua member. And they're basically one of the two main bad guys in this game. Normally, if you were playing Ruby and Sapphire, you only fight the one. But in Emerald, because it's kind of like a definitive edition, then they just put both of the bad guys in the game. So you get a lot more trainers to fight with. You, Devon researcher, hand over those papers. I'm not reading this. You are a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You've got to help me, please. Huh? What do you think you are doing? What, are you going to protect him? No one crosses Team Aqua gets any mercy, not even a kid. Come on and battle me. And this Team Aqua grunt, on the vanilla version, because he's just a grunt, he's pretty easy. But because this is a upgraded version, they gave him a little bit boost too. I keep saying little bit today, but they gave his team kind of a boost, so he can actually threaten, you know. So this Carvanha, I'm just not going to take him out outright. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to take him out anyway. So a Carvanha is pretty quick. And he also has the ability Speed Boost. Speed Boost at the end of the turn raises your Pokemon that has the ability's speed by 1 stage. So in, well, like 8 turns, he's going to be at max times 4 times speed. So if you don't take him out quickly, then he will just quickly snowball out of control. Oh, did I flinch? Is that what happened? That's why he didn't get attacked. Yeah, so you can see he's attacking quicker than he's attacking before me now. And if we remember from yesterday, I have a quick attack here that has a +1 priority, so even though this Carvanha is ahead of me in terms of speed, I'll still be able to go first before going down myself, just because the next bite will take down our Pidove. Oh, that actually took him out. No, that works. It's not really ideal to give a physical attacker a special move, but that's the only skill that we have. And in it, basically, different attacks scale off different attacking stats that our Pokemon have. So we want to pick up the correct attack type for the Pokemon that has the relevant stats. And I'm not going to be swapping out Pokemon just because anything that swaps in doesn't have a resistance against the attack that this other scrub will be using. Oh wow, another crit. I think I crit like twice in a row today. Oh, he's using Bubble. I could have swapped in our water type. Whatever. Do I have a water type? Yeah, I have a Tentacle. I should have swapped out the Tentacle. Swapped into the Tentacle, I mean. A poison sting. Is he a poison type? I think he might be a poison type. Yeah, he is. Oops. If he and I are both water and poison type, that means this is going to take forever. Do I have a better option? Let's see, let's try Ralph's. Does my Ralph have a psychic type attack though? Oh, heat. Oh wow. Ralph might go down here. No, he isn't. Why isn't he going down? Oh, because he has Fairy now. Okay, yeah. Oh, but he might go down to this one. Oh, this is really sloppy. Nope, it's 12. Nope, never mind. Oops. it doesn't really matter Ralph's went down because he doesn't have anything that scales off of friendship. But normally if your Pokemon goes down, then that will subtract your friendship by 1 point, and some other Pokemons actually level up some other Pokemon actually evolve depending on how much friendship that you have. So for those Pokemon you don't really want them to continue fainting. But Ralph doesn't do that, so it's fine to let him faint. But that also means it will take me a little bit longer to level him up, because he didn't get the experience of beating off that Scrap. Huh. You've got some nerve meddling with Team Aqua. Come on and battle me again. I wish I could say that, but I'm out of Pokemon. Yeah, so am I. But hey, we of Team Aqua are also after something in Rustboro. I'll let you go today. Whew, that was awfully close. Thanks to you, he didn't rob me of these important papers. I know, I'll give you an experience share as my thanks. Experience share. If you give a Pokemon that had the experience share, then that Pokemon, even if he doesn't show his face in the battle, will continue earning 100% experience, despite not having participated in it. So that's a quick way to grind up. In our case, that would be a quick way to grind up our routes. That way, because Ralph is such a weak Pokemon, we don't have to keep sending him in and then swapping out something, and then just continue letting other Pokemons get beat up, just so he shows his face once to get the 100% experience. This way we can just give him the experience share and let him just chill in the party, and he will continue getting experience as if he participated in the battle. Yep, this is basically what I said earlier. Didn't that Team Aqua fuck said they were after something in Rustboro too? Yeah, he did. Oh, it's a crisis. I can't be wasting time. But you are going the way that the Team Aqua branch went, and you are carrying the research papers with you. Wouldn't he be able to take it off of you if you just go after him like that? But yeah, so that's the Team Aqua grunt. Let me go back to town and heal up a little bit and refill our Poke file, and we can continue on this forest. Okay, and we are back. Our party is fully healed up now, and I just want to give Ralph the experience share that we just picked up. So you can find all these health items in your backpack, and you can just give them to your Pokemon to hold, and some of them will trigger during the battle, or some of them, like the experience share, they will just work regardless of whatever you're doing. Well, I guess in a way it kind of works inside the battle as well. They just don't give you additional combat advantage in the battle, but some other health items definitely will. Oh, this is another Bunyary. Should we take him out for experience? No, this is taking too long. Let's run. Wait, I can't escape. Oops. Wait, really? I can't? Alright, I guess we're taking him out then. Oh, there we go. Yep, we are running. And we have another bug catcher for experience. Wait, really? If you take a bug Pokemon to school, that will make you popular? Does it? I thought the people that like bugs at school are usually the weird ones. Yep, so Ralph is now level 10, and I think Ralph needs to get to level 18 before he can evolve into something that's remotely useful. And I think this might be a hidden item spot. No? How about this one? Nope. And over here, next to these two trees, I think are a special... No, I think there are two special zones that this mod added. So we'll be coming back to explore these extra areas after we beat the first gym. And we'll also be coming out to pick these berries a little bit after. But over here... Oh. Should we just run? Or do we want the experience? Let's get some experience. Agility raises your speed by 2 stages. So right now he's at, what, like 2.5 times speed? So he should be going before me now. Yep. Also he's going for agility again. Okay. Oh, and this guy actually reminds me I need to add a ground type member to our team as well. And hopefully we can find one that's a little bit more interesting. Yeah, so this is one other hidden item. And I think, judging by the layout, this should also be a hidden item. Nope. A Soothe Bell. So a Soothe Bell increases the bonus friendship that you get. I think it's every 4 steps. Normally you would get +1 point to your friendship with the Pokemon that are in your party. If you give a Soothe Bell to a Pokemon, then the Pokemon will also gain 1 additional points every time you take 4 steps in the game. Oh, there's one more. How about the one by the trees? Nope. Wait, did I catch an Azurill? Let me see. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's try to catch one. And maybe he can be like our extra water type team member. Oh, and hopefully this doesn't take too long. Oh, and one other thing like these mods tend to do is they tend to hotkey your Pokeball to a button on the GBA. So, like you can see right now, my right trigger is bound to a Pokeball. So I can just hit that, and it will toss the Pokeball out, as opposed to having me have to go into the bag every time and select the Pokeball myself. Wait, I can't escape again? Why? This guy's not this slow, is it? There's no way. Wait, how slow is this guy? Let me go to the calculator. Hold on. We have a Pito. How slow is he? Oh, he's really slow. What about Tail? Tail. Wait, what? No. There we go. Oh, he outspeeds me by like 30 points. Okay, that's why. Wait, let me go back to the game. Wait, do I run it? Yeah, let's just keep trying to run. Oh, there we go. Oh, and I should mention that if a Pokemon outspeeds you by a certain percentage, then you won't be able to run away from the battle, like what we just saw a little bit earlier. 43? Is he really that slow? Holy shit. Oh, I have to read this. Oops. Hello! The more attention you give to flowers, the more beautiful they bloom. Do they? You can give them too much attention as well, and they will. You like attending flowers, I'm sure of it. You can have this. The Wilmer pail. It's a watering jug, basically. While berry plants are growing, water them with your pail. Oh, another thing. If you don't pick berries for a while, they'll drop off onto the ground. But they'll sprout again. Isn't that awesome? It's like they have the will to live. Yeah, everything does. I'm trying to be like my big sisters. I'm growing flowers too. Here you go, it's for you. And I think this is something they added with the mod, just because I don't remember and I can't conceive of the developers giving you this many berries this early on in the game. But talking to this girl over here, you will get a set of berries that are useful in combat that you can give to your Pokemon as health items. And usually most of these berries, they will trigger either at like 25% health. Some of them will heal you back up. Some of them, when they trigger, they will get you a speed boost. I don't remember there being other ones that boost other stats, but then there are other ones that reduce your damage intake from super effective attacks. So basically they will negate the damage multiplier that you will be receiving, or at least mitigate it a little bit. So we can pick these berries up now, and we can, well, after we beat this Pokemon that's feeding off the berries. Oh, it's a Munchlax. A Munchlax we actually want to catch, and please don't take him out. He's at half health. Yeah, and we want to catch a Munchlax because we want the leftover that he's holding right now. Should I attack him one more time? Let's not. And leftovers, I think they restore 1/16 of your health at the end of every round. So we can give it to a bulky Pokemon that we want to take a lot of damage, and he will just continue healing himself up. Okay, I think we can hit it one more time now. Oh my god, this is taking forever. And he's going to keep healing himself up with the leftovers as well. Hopefully I don't use up all my Pokeballs over here, that way I don't have to go buy some more. Oops. Just as I say that. And the reason this Munchlax is so difficult to catch is because Munchlax in other games on the retail version are usually really rare Pokemons. Usually they're scripted encounters, so they don't expect you to be able to just encounter them in the wild like this. Or if you can encounter them in the wild, they're like 1%. You have like a 1% chance to encounter them. So the developers actually want this to be a rare occasion for you to encounter a Munchlax. But now that he's caught, we can take his leftover and save it for some other Pokemon that we'll be using a little bit later. I keep saying little bit today. I don't know what's wrong with me. But with the Munchlax card, we can take these berries, and then we can replant them, and after we replant them, and we can water them with the new water jug that we got. And watering them basically increases their yield by the time they do sprout. So normally these berry trees only have 4 berries, but if you water them, they can go up to either 4 or sometimes I've seen up to 12 berries. And off screen, when I'm not recording, I'll be coming back to pick up all these berries. And if there are some unique ones, then I might show them off on camera, just to show what it looks like when these berries do come back and start sprouting. And we have some more trainers that we get to fight, so I get to rest my voice a little bit and just let the combat do the talking. Oh, I guess I don't get to rest my voice. Roll out. So if you click roll out, you are locked into using roll out for the next 5 turns, I think. I think it runs 5 turns total, and you are locked into the move after you clicked it for 4 additional turns. And roll out itself, just give me a moment to go to the calculator. So go here, roll out. So rollout itself has 30 base power, but each successive round that you use them increases the power of the move. So up to, I think, 150 by round 5. So even though you are locked into the move itself, the move actually increases in power every time that it does successfully connect. Because I don't think rollout has 100% accuracy, it has like something like 90 or 85. So you can like have a successful hit on round 1, and on round 2 you can just miss and you have to start over again. Toxic Spikes. Toxic Spikes is a really good move, and basically it allows you to lay Toxic Spikes on your opponent's field, so that any Pokemon that has feet or any Pokemon that is not a Steel type or Poison type, when they land on the ground, then they will get poisoned. And the severity of the poison is dependent on how many layers of Toxic Spikes you have on their field. And obviously, because flying type Pokemon or any Pokemon that has levitate, they don't touch the ground, and those guys are immune. And it's just a really good way to get in some chip damage at the end of every round. And basically, depending on the severity of the poison, it will either negate the effects of something like Leftover, or it will be so powerful that it overpowers the effect of Leftover. And Trico evolved at level 16, and then once more at, I think, level 36. And I think level 16 is the level cap before we beat this first gym. I should go over the way moves interact with attack types a little bit. So right now we have the choice to learn Fury Cutter, and if we look at the bottom left, Fury Cutter has 40 power, and to the left of the 40 is the attacking type that it is. So with this icon, it means it's a physical attack. And if we go look at Mega Drain, we have another icon. Mega Drain is a special attack. And if we go over to the calculator, we have Profile, and we can see Profile has a 85 points in special attack, but only 65 points in physical attack. So for Profile and later on Septile, we want to make sure we are slotting most of our attacks into special attacks as opposed to physical attacks. And quick attack is special because it has a +1 priority, so we're just keeping it until we get some other moves to replace it. But because Fury Cutter is such a garbage attack on a physical attacker, then we're just not going to be picking it up. And contrast to something like Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath is a 60 attack special attack. 60 power special attack, not 60 attack. So this time we'll be picking up Dragon Breath, just because it scales better with our attacking stats. Yeah, so you can see, because we hit the level cap, where our Pidove isn't getting any more experience. And I need something to switch into a flying type attack, but I don't have anything that can do that. I guess we swap in Tentacle. But Tentacle's really slow, so what is he going to do? He's just going to take a bunch of damage. Oh, double team. This is bad. Double team raises your evasion stats by one stage. So he's at like 1.3 evasion right now, and because my bubble doesn't have my bubble only has 100% accuracy, which normally would mean it has perfect accuracy, versus an opponent that has a raised evasion, it might not connect. Hopefully he doesn't use evasion again. Not evasion, double team. Oh, and yeah, so he's berry triggered. Ow! So he's berry triggered just now, and it healed him back to, I think, what, like 50% health? I think that Oran berry heals for 10 points in health. Oh, I should have gone for Dragon Breath, because Dragon Breath would be neutral damage, whereas Mega Drain, he's only taking like half damage from it. Leech Seed basically allows the opponent to plant these seeds from you that will act as a kind of a leftover no, not as a leftover, act as kind of like a mega drain at the end of every turn. So at the end of every turn, if you get leech seeded, you lose 1/16 of your health, and that 1/16 of your health that gets lost also gets passed over to the enemy as healing. And coming up, we have a double battle. So just let me heal up before we go into it. I almost said a little bit once again, but Generation 3 is, I think, the first generation that they brought out double battles, and this is basically when you get, well, I guess I'll just let the combat speak for itself. So 2 Pokemon can move at the same time, basically. And if we go back and look at Air Cutter allows us to hit both of these targets at once, but there's a trade-off. I think there's a damage penalty to the 2 Pokemon that gets hit. So these Pokemon that are getting hit would be taking less damage than if the Air Cutter only hit 1 target. I guess it doesn't matter, just because the other exit also does a lot of damage. Should I beat this guy as well? Yeah, let's beat him and get some more experience before we go into town. Nice and easy. I think that's all the trainers that we can use to level up before we head into town. So got some decent experience and we are pretty much ready for the gym. Alright, so we are in Rustboro City. Let me go into the Poke Center and heal up. And I think this is also a pretty good place to call a stop, because we've been going for, what, like 30 minutes already? And my throat is starting to hurt. Yeah, so off-screen I might do some more leveling. Yeah, I think I should get my Tentacle up to 16 as well. And Ralph's whatever experience he gets is whatever he's going to be. So yeah, our call stop here. Off screen I'll be doing some more leveling. I might try to add some more Pokemon to our collection and come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be going and beating our first gym together. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.